Hello, sweethearts and lovelies, and welcome back to another one of these things. My god, what was the last one of these we got? I think it was the Kirby one. We already did extra mode, no damage. But, we're coming back to good old Castlevania. We got, like, what, a couple of these. We got the Game Boy ones, and we got the first one on NES, but now for your viewing pleasure, here's Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Or rather, the Japanese version of it, Akumajo Densetsu. No Death Clear! A run I never thought I'd get, but we have it. We have the proof, so clear our nose and let's hop in. Let's watch that replay. I fucking love the replay system. It means I don't have to fuck around with like, oh, I'm gonna make an attempt. Better set up my recording thing and get a thing. And oh, here's gigs and gigs of video that's not gonna be used because it's failed attempts. No. I just sit down on the couch with the Switch, I play the thing, and if I get it, I hit one button on the menu and I can save this replay and we can play it back. And that's what we're watching now. So, Akumajo Densetsu. We picked this version because it has good music. It's a little easier than Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse on the Nintendo Entertainment System, but honestly, you're not gonna bust my balls over that, now are you? And if you are, well, you fucking do a Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse US version, no Death Clear, then. If you're such hot shit, break this rock with your bare hands! Now, this is an accomplishment, though, because this game can get sadistic. It's also long. I don't know how long this is going to be. It felt like I was playing for an hour, but we'll find out what the final time is, or I will. You know what the final time is, because you can just look down below. Isn't that amazing how you can do your future powers? God, these stained glass windows look fucking pretty. There really isn't much to say about level 1. I'm just playing around with sub-weapons, throwing the dagger, which is the only time you're going to see the dagger in this run. But here's another fun friend, the Holy Water. Remember the Holy Water from Castlevania 1? Remember how you could break every fucking boss with it? Well, at first I was using the Holy Water, triple Holy Water, to play through with Trevor, but I realized it wasn't working out. And it's not that they nerfed it or anything, they just sort of designed around it. Most of the bosses are not the type of boss that sit still and let you stun lock them with Holy Water. Either their weak points are higher up, or they fly or move around or something. But we have alternate ways to do it. But for level 1, we're gonna keep using our Holy Water until we get the double. And that'll last us for a little bit here. Trevor Bubble. If you so happen to be undead, he'll bludgeon you, Trevor Blunt. He'll never give a crap. He'll kill you. Okay. If you understood that reference, you've been here a long fucking time. Or you're a certain someone, and I apologize to you for butchering your ancient work from 15-odd years ago. God. I've been doing this shit for far too fucking long, but now we get to play the triple game. How long before throwing Holy Water at these zombies gets us a triple for the Holy Water? Which, honestly, this is extra of me. I probably could just beat the boss with a double Holy Water. I mean, it's not like it's the be-all, end-all of bosses or nothing. Even without Holy Water, I could probably handle it, but it's, you know, it's about respect. You gotta pay respect to the Holy Water. There it is. Oh, baby, a triple. Ugh, these backgrounds. If you see me not hitting a candle, it's because I know there's a sub-weapon in it. And believe me, doing this run and practicing as much as I am, I've gotten intimately familiar with which of these fucking candles has a sub-weapon in it. There are at least 2 runs where I got like over halfway in, and then because I slightly adjusted my strats or wasn't remembering correctly, I whip a candle. Oh, would you like the dagger now? Here you go. Run over. Run could also be over if you grab the axe from that fucking gremlin. These are flea men, basically. They are actually flea men in the US version, but here they're like weird fucking gremlin things, or whatever the fuck they are. The Holy Water strategy is you throw the Holy Water and you back up a little. Sort of Castlevania 1 Stage 5 logic, where if you back up, they move towards you to try and close the gap. Yeah, and then they walk into the hole. Anyway, here's the final screen, level 1. Again, you gotta be vigilant, because these zombies, they can drop sub-weapons, and you don't want to get the fucking fuck-ass dagger! I don't want it! If I wanted it, I'd do a triple dagger run! I don't think anyone in the history of ever has done a triple dagger run. Anyway, next to triple holy water, watch the boss belt! Wow, amazing, a new record. It's not a new record, but, you know, I'll take it. And we, yeah, woo, we went for the swag pose. Yeah! Now, the thing that makes Castlevania 3 particularly beloved by the NES fandom is, well, most of it is, oh no, it went back to basics after the aberration that was Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, a game that I actually really kind of love. But also, it has this branching path thing and multiple characters. So we're not going up the clock tower to get Grant Dynasty. I don't know if we'll ever do a Grant run of this fucking game. Look, I got this one. I'm fucking happy. So if I don't pick Grant, who do I choose? We'll find out. These fucking crushers. The hitboxes on these crushers are alarmingly deceptive, and I wait extra long before I run into them because I have run into them. It's like, boop, you're gone. Even though it feels like I'm under them. It's fucking weird. Anyway, this tune's an absolute turbo banger. This whole game is filled with turbo bangers. Yeah, but Castlevania 2, I love it. I love it. I've done many a Castlevania 2 playthrough on this channel. In fact, something I might work on sometime in the future. No promises if this will happen or not. A Castlevania 2, 1cc, maybe even a no-death clear if I get really good at it. You know. Like, death really doesn't have any consequences in Castlevania 2 beyond, you know, if you game over, you lose all your hearts, but it'd be nice to get it. The problem is that run would be 2 fucking hours long. I'd also want to aim for the best ending, you know, where you had to beat the game in so many in-game days. I don't know if I've ever gotten that. Anyway, the game clearly wants you to use the cross on these owls. Cross on these arrows. What the fuck am I talking about? And I am now farming to get triple cross because that is my strat for Trevor. The rest of the game, melt everything with triple cross, and it's pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie. It definitely went for this good game feel thing here. Where it's like, ooh, you better take the cross. It's really good for dealing with these owls. The strats I had to do when I was playing with the holy water were something else, I tell you. Perfectly timing all my whip strikes. Anyway, there's a double, but we gotta go for the triples. We gotta go for that trip. I always like this. Woo! 2 for the price of 1! Perfectly placed. The red skeleton on the stairs can be a bit of a jerk face, bit of a hassle, but he was not here. I really love the background. I don't know what the fuck this shit is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like fog? Storm clouds? Because lightning comes out of it when you get on the other side here. And I don't know, but it's moving all these little bits and bobs in parallax. It's really an impressive effect. I'll give it that. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. Krakow. It's cool. Look at me. I'm so fucking confident I'm not even taking that wall meat. Now here's the major divergent path of Castlevania 3. You can either go straight and have a relatively stress-free game, or you can go down and go through a living fucking hell! So yeah, we're taking the Sypha path. Because not only is it going to help keep my blood pressure from spiking to 180 over 120, but Sypha fucking rules as a secondary character. As opposed to Alucard. All Alucard can really do is skip shit with that form. Ooh, you can skip shit. And we made the levels hard so you can skip parts of it. Or, you know, you could play functional fucking levels. Grant's also a character where the major thing is, you can skip shit, but it's skipping shit in these levels. You know, the reasonable levels. I really don't like the lower path of a Castlevania 3. A lot of it is, what is it, stage 9? The one that goes on for 45 million years and has that awful vertical climb where you gotta deal with the falling blocks. If you've seen the game, you know what I'm talking about. But, just watch yourself on these spiders, because they spit little spiders. They're straight out of Castlevania too, isn't that lovely? It's a reference or something. The last part can feel good to get these spiders with a perfectly timed cross. I'm failing to do it. Oh, got him on the crackback at least. And now we're going to come to the boss, who is free. Like, with the whip or a sub-weapon that just can't hit him, he's a mild hassle. With triple cross, it's just watch him melt. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. And that's the boss gang. Thank you for coming. Is the funny thing happen here, or was that a different event? No, the funny thing happens here. I end the level slightly off the ground. So, just watch this shit. This is really funny to me. And you're just sort of hovering above the ground as it moves you back for the cutscene, where Sypha breaks free from her stone imprisonment. I can't read the Japanese, but it's like, hey, I'm Sypha. I'm a cool mage lady. Wanna take me with you? Yes, we do. Because Sypha rules. Actually, like a million years ago, I did a run on the channel where it's like Sypha only. And it turned out to not be that much of a challenge at all, because, okay, here's the thing with Sypha. She takes slightly more damage than Trevor, but to compensate, she gets magic spells. And the magic spells are fucking busted-ass broken, and they rule! And we're going to see all of them in some capacity over the run. Starting with the one I use the least in the run, the fire, which just is a jet of fire that you shoot straight forward. You'll see it here as we go through the pirate ship. I really like this enemy design, you know. He's holding his own head and he's got a lot of reach, but he got fire. So that's a cool little sub-weapon, but very shortly we are going to get the best sub-weapon. Now, here's the fun thing I never really did until I did this run, which is switching between the two characters. I usually just, if I get Sypha, I just always use Sypha, or I would always use Trevor, and it's just like, or technically, I should say, using Ralph C. Belmondo, as he's called in the Akuma Joe Densetsu. But yeah, using the characters in tandem is really fucking fun, and lets you, you know, tailor-make your situations. You'll see how we roll with things. Coming up here is the most busted fucking thing for Sypha, lightning magic. These three big blue balls, and you shoot them in a spread and they home in on things, and for some fucking reason this one breaks in this section and keeps following you well after it should. And eventually it fucks off. This lightning magic is going to save our bacon. This is the key to doing well with Sypha. And so this is what I mean by the 10. So we've got Trevor Belmont. I'm just gonna call him Trevor Belmont. I'm not gonna call him Ralph C. Belmondo. I trust you can differentiate between the two enough to understand whomst I mean. But yeah, so Trevor, he's got the long range with the whip, and he's got the cross. So he's got this amazing vertical. He's got this amazing horizontal range, sorry. And Sypha, for anything that's above us, we've got the lightning spell that'll home in on the things and hurt them. Or at close range, we can do like a spread shot sort of thing. So it's really using your characters to their advantages. So we've got a really neat, kitted out character tool set. We just need to swap two of them at the appropriate times. I gather it'd be the same thing playing with Grant. We can throw his knives, or you probably give him something like the axe, so he can do some vertical range stuff. And then there's Alucard, who certainly is a character who exists in this game. You can skip things! Skip things with a bat, it's great! I love nothing more than playing hard levels where every so often the game designers take pity on me and are like, oh, here you go. Here's a part of the hard level you don't have to play. Now do this fucking vertical climb, dipshit! Put in another fucking quarter. What do you mean this is a console game? No, put in another fucking quarter. Anyway, on the opposite of hard things, here's Medusa. I could literally stand here, throw the thing, duck occasionally, and win. And honestly, I was being kind by using Sypha and just using the lightning. If I used Trevor and the Cross, I could probably melt her even fucking faster. It's ridiculous. But this section's always neat. You know, it's kind of a zigzag. Old games like this loved their zigzags for dealing with the difficulty. You go down the lower path, see what's coming, and hit all these spots. And you deal with it on the other path. Originally in my practice, I didn't switch to Trevor here, but after taking a death because I accidentally shot the lightning too soon and alas, poor Yorick here stabbed me into the pit, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna switch to Trevor for that part and throw a cross, so it'll never get me again. Actually, in doing honest-to-God attempts, there are only a few things that stymied me. In practice, a lot of things got me, but I learned them. I will tell you the parts that killed me, and in fact, here's the part that killed me coming right out. Just as we go through the door. For some fucking reason, I shot immediately on this attempt, and the bird swooped over me and went off screen. But it wasn't despawned, so it came back from off screen and knocked me into the pit. That's the run. Yeah. You know, like the saying goes, I despise Castlevania birds. They're my darkest nightmare. Or something. Another deep cut. Oh my god. Resident Inferno, can you reference anything that was made before the year 2010? I'm sorry, after the year 2010. I reference things that were made before 2010 all the fucking time. That's the problem. We're coming up on the boss, and it's a doozy. It's a duet of pleasures. And we're gonna work together to defeat the fiendish ghost that goes into a coffin. And comes out as mummies! Fucking mummies! Not the mummies with lightning. And now it is Trevor Belmont's turn. Because once again, we're gonna deal with that Cyclops with a hammer, and we'll do the thing. Boop, boop, boop. Did I get a double hit on that guy? Look at that. God damn! Melted! Cool pose. I wonder how many dynamic poses I had. Maybe all of them? Maybe... No, not level 6. Not level 6, anyway. We're on level 5 now. Which I like to call Red. Because you'll see why in a second if you haven't played the computer video game. What a lovely, vibrant shade of crimson red. This level has its tricky bits, but I'd say it's the last easy-ish level, you know? We're ramping in difficulty, but this is still somewhat manageable. It does have its moments, but... Well, I figured out ways to deal with them. Namely, Sypha! As we have a vertical climb that could be from hell, we've got these gargoyles. Hey, remember when we had to deal with Medusa heads in level 1? What if we tripled the size of Medusa heads and made them keep spawning over and over as you climb, and you can't really use your sub-weapons on the fucking stairs. Yeah, using your sub-weapons on the stairs is a pain. Okay, I got hit there. I swear to God, I was hitting B while climbing those stairs, trying to fire off the light. But very finicky. They don't just let you do it. But it can be done. Like I wanted to do that earlier, but couldn't because you're on the stairs. Funny controls. That's an enemy. All right. Yeah, we've also got the axe armors who can be annoying, but you know. Trevor Belmont with the cross. No problem. And they're even generous enough to give you a walnut here. Now, this is where things start to get hard because this health bar has to last up until the boss of the level, and we've got several screens left to go through. I always get hit by one of those fuzz balls. It's either the top one, it's usually the top one, but this time it was the bottom one, but as I was Trevor Belmont, I only took 3 damage, that's acceptable. And now we got an interesting one for you. This vertical climb where things descend, and you have to be fucking careful because the draw distance fucks you over. Like, oh, let me just climb a platform. Oh no, there was a knight. Blip. So you gotta know this shit in advance, or else you're gonna get fucked. Oh, I better climb up. I'm in a hurry. Blip. Oh, and this. Oh, this random drop nearly. I thought the run was doomed there. I thought it was going to be fall into the abyss because it's like, why not put a fire book right in your way? What? You want lightning? No, you can't have the lightning spell. I'm gonna need the lightning spell for a couple screens from now. But we're gonna clear the next 2 with Trevor Belmont and the power of the cross because, yeah, we are dealing with these flying gargoyles, but they're coming from the sides, so just do this. I don't even know what's in those candles. I don't fuck with them. I'm not fucking with this jump rope nonsense over these spiky flippy things. Hello, Mr. Axe Armor. Goodbye, Mr. Axe Armor. Now, the next climb seems scary, but all you need to know is that patience is a virtue, and Sypha is busted as fuck with that lightning spell. So, use it! I say as I walk up and start hitting it in the fucking face with a stick. That reminds me, there's another white whale I want to do. I used to do these silly little videos on my challenge where I did bosses in unreasonable ways and then lamented that I was some sort of inhuman hard game beater. Like beating Dracula with Alucard or Grant only and using the piddly little butter knife from the US version for Grant. And then when I get the final hit on the boss, I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, I've ceased to be a human being. But the one that eluded me was Sypha stick only in the US version. Maybe I should come back to that. Anyway, we dealt with these bone pillars with our lightning spell, and now we're on the final screen. I love the palette here. Oh, the purple and the green. Just, oh, they fit so well together. It's really fucking pretty. In a, like, gothic sort of way. But it's on to our boss, and this is a Trevor Buster. I originally did it with Sypha, but because I like Sypha and I like her lightning magic. But honestly, we can do it faster and more efficient with this. It's Frankenstein, but instead of locking him down with holy water, we just throw triple crosses at his shins, and he's done. And if you're really low on health, you can like hide up in the right corner there. That last block, Frankie can't hit you with the falling blocks, but he can still throw blocks at you, so you just gotta throw a Sypha and throw lightning. Anyway, that was the last of this quote-unquote easy levels done. And we're also halfway through the game, by the way. Only 24 minutes in, we're halfway through the fucking game. 10 levels! They gave you a beefy Famicom cassette, huh? Now, there are tricky moments here. And I will point them out, but as cool as lightning was for the next little while, we're going to use something else. Sypha's last spell that we haven't used, and it's going to come in real handy during this fucking waterway part. I love the lightning here, the way it tracks to hit the fish man, hit the candle, and hit the bird. That's good shit. And here's ice magic. It freezes shit. It also freezes the water, so you can, so you don't have to fight the goddamn current. But you gotta be careful because sometimes these things can spawn like a moving fish man. As you go there, as you've got it frozen, and when it unfreezes, you get hit. I thought I was a fucking goner there, gang. Holy shit. But I lived, bitch. Originally, I used Sypha for this part, but honestly, it's not worth the fucking risk. Just use Trevor. We've been using enough Sypha. You know I fucking love her. You know I love her ice magic shit. You know I love cryogenically freezing all these difficult enemies, because when you freeze something, no matter how strong it is, it dies in one hit, so it shatters, kind of like what's his face from GoldenEye. Yes, I'm invincible! What an off-the-cuff fucking reference. Now this part could be a little tough. It just depends on Mr. Batty Batterson and what he's gonna do, but that's okay. Gonna deal with this little fucker just because I don't want him sniping me when I do that climb. This is really tough. There's an axe armor guard in here. The way this thing, it's damn precise where you have to stand to be able to throw a sub-weapon and not go, "Oh, I'm going to climb the stairs." I took the hit there, but it's okay. There's meat on this section, so we're fine. Just a little fun there with the crosses, and you know what? Let's do a little cryogenic freezing. Wait for the third. Boop. Yeah. Shattered. And then we're gonna freeze him and his stupid axe. Good shit. Whew. Bro was trying to throw his axe from off screen. Alright, final screen again. Oh, by the way, I lost 2 attempts to the stage, not because I died, but because I grabbed the wrong sub-weapon. There's a holy water I grabbed by accident in that climb with the axe armor, and that candle right there is a dagger. I thought, oh, last time I tried, I thought, oh, that's just the cross. I'll get it. And then I got a dagger, and I'm like, fuck you! This is a little scary. My cross throws worked out perfectly, and now we've got leaping fishmens. Scary. The cross is working much better for me, and it works much better on the bosses here. I watched like a video tutorial on the boss, and it's like, oh, get the holy water and stand at this block and throw it, and you'll kill the boss in one hit. But either it's damn precise, or this is my theory, the way they do the fire is different between Akamitsu's Intets and Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse on the Nintendo Entertainment System. But with Triple Cross, you can just melt these stupid sea serpents. There, one's dead already. Too low to hit this one, unfortunately, but I'm just doing some throws. Bye! And that's the boss, beaten in basically one cycle. No fancy pose there, because the orb just immediately spawns where you're standing, but I threw some crosses at least. And now we're into Castlevania proper. 4 stages of living hell, starting with this, which has the potential to end your run on a technicality. Yeah! 30 fucking minutes in! Ain't that great? Ain't it great that he also... I nearly got a fucking dagger, but... I love this, the way the palette changes. The platforms change colors to reflect whoever you're playing as, so they change from the brown to the blue there for a second. That's neat. Also, with ice, you can do this shit. You can actually fuck up those little fuzzballs. Isn't that great? I like that. We're gonna be getting Thunder back before the end of this level, but we're gonna have the ice for most of the stage. But things get tricky. You gotta be cautious here because that was a fucking hoppy bitch. But somehow everything works out where you can freeze the bone pillar and hoppy boy there. That's good shit. Might as well go with Trevor Beaumont for the range here. I remember another Trevor having real problems with this level. Well, there's one problem fucking part, I'll say that much. Actually, this part can be a pain in the ass too, come to think of it. We got harpies, and they're dropping infinite fucking hoppy fleemans. I usually don't get that second freeze off, so that was incredibly lucky on me. So I got out of there unscathed. Not that it really matters. There's wall meat on this screen anyway, so if you beat the shit, you can recover. But now we have Bone Pillar Land. Yay! You know what? I can save my hearts and hit these fuckers with my... Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. Let's just Trevor Belmont. It just makes more sense to do. We're not doing the Sypha only run. I can switch between these kids. They're a team. They're a team. Trevor Belmont's like, oh, I've noticed you're having trouble with the range and you want to preserve your hearts. Okay, well, let me just flip these idiots into shape. Yeah, I'm trying to preserve my hearts. The heart count's a little tight, I think. Maybe. Maybe, kinda. I don't know. Didn't jump right there, but yeah, it's okay. Again, wall meat's here, so woo! All right, now we have to press F to pay respects. This next screen has a jump. It has a particular little jump. This jump is pixel fucking perfect. Like I said, I'm psyching myself up for it because this is the thing. You can get all this way, fight through all that adversity, and because you were 1 microsecond off on your jump, your run's dead. All right, here it is, gang. Deep breaths. Oh, I fucked it up! No, never mind. Of course I didn't fuck it up. What kind of an anticlimax would that be? Oh, I fucked up the jump. Run over. See you from the next stream. Oh, I forgot to brag. From that moment with the collapsing bridge onward, everything you are seeing here is my first time playing these levels for an attempt. So I nailed stages 7, 8, 9, 10. First proper attempt at playing the game from start to finish. Ain't that neat? I think that's pretty fucking cool. Especially since stage 9 was the one I was most worried about. But, well, you'll see how I do with that. For now, we've got a very important job to do, which is go all the way over to the right here. And get our lightning back. Got this little auto-scroller with the collapsing blocks, but you just kind of have to wait it out. And we get down here, and it's time for the boss. Now, the funny thing is, you might think this bone skeleton's guarding, like, wall meat. He's just guarding, like, well, I don't know what it is for Trevor Belmont, but it's ice magic for Sypha? I don't want ice magic, I want my lightning, because it's this shit again. But with an extra coffin, So we got the mummies alive, which I didn't do as much this time, but that's okay. Maybe I should have got closer, but either way. Blackish shins. Alright. Next up is the Cyclops. We know how to deal with this piece of shit. He's free. Doop, doop, doop. You kind of have to do this funny little jump around to get back, but doop, doop. That's the top one. It doesn't matter. Now, I'm fucking around a little, because there's a heart there I want, and we gotta switch to Sypha for the last boss of this trio! This Berthabet looking motherfucker! With that big stompy! We're gonna hit him with the lightning, but after the third one, he shoots fireballs in addition to doing the big stompy. Just hit him. And beat him to death with a stick. Woo! Now switch back to Trevor for that cool pose. Yeah! I'm gonna whip that cross right back at you. Ooh, yeah. Three stages remain. Stage 8 is weird. It's an easy stage, but the boss can kill you. Also, it's a throwback! You remember Castlevania 1 on the NES? Hey, we're back, stage 1. Vampire Killer. Sounding way cool. You want to be careful, because these little fuckers can drop sub-weapons! And there's a lot of them. But, you know, you also have to deal with axe armors. And again, remember what I told you about my strategy. Trevor Belmont for the cool vertical, for the cool horizontal shit, but Sypha Belmonts for anything that's above. We can just blast it with lightning. Real lightning. And the third orb even hits this guy on the way back. It's lovely. I must say, the orbs have pretty good pathfinding. Alright, back to Trevor. Because this would probably be a little bit of a nightmare for Sypha to deal with. The spiders throwing shit at you and the alas poor Yorick motherfuckers. Just throw the cross, deal with it. Oh, on the way back. Woo! I love it. This all seems scarier than it is. It's really a bit of a breather. And you're going to need it because, once again, stages 9 and to an extent 10 are scary. The top is very fucking busy. So thank God I have the strat, huh? And somehow I only hit the regular skeleton and that shit. At least I got the blob. That's fine. Oop, hey! Hey, buddy boy! Don't you go reversing course just to try and hit me while I'm defenselessly climbing stairs. This ain't sweet bro in hell, Jeff. Fuck, I fall down all these stairs. It keeps happening. God damn it. Can I really not make a reference that's after the year 2010? I swear to fucking Christ. I think Trevor Belmont can deal with these X-armors just fine. Oh, baby, the triples. Whack him in the shins, yeah. And let's do it again, why not? I'm not really concerned about hearts this level. They're fairly generous with hearts in this stage. I love this. Whoop! You're gonna try to jump on me? No! I get you with the trick shot, baby. And if hearts were a concern, well, we can just do one of these. Why do we need to do one of these? Get that 5 heart. If I got that as Trevor, it'd be a double shot. Now I have triple shot cross, so... Don't need that! Unless it gives you points, which I don't know if it gives you points. But I've got a score. It's relatively high. I like this hallway leading up to the boss after a certain point here. Uh-oh! Now count. 1, 2, cross! All those things up top have them or sub-weapons. Anyway, I'm in a fucking hurry here anyway. Okay, so, Death! Death is next. And unlike in Castlevania 1, you can't just immediately stun lock him for a W. You have to be clever. And clever in this case means... lightning! Real lightning! Ow. Hit it with a stick, and he's dead! Or so you think! Because he's got a second fucking phase! Giant skull, Chris, don't look. Anything else is good size out of his mouth. I don't ever hit him with that particular orb. Okay, never mind. I got him with one hit of that shit. Got you with a stick, baby. Yeah. Let's give Sypha a cool pose for once. Oh, that's a cool pose. Like the first frame of the stick animation. It looks like she's waving it like a magic wand. Isn't that neat? That's a really cool sprite. Alright, time for a nightmare. This is the level I was most worried about when conceiving this, because I remember level 9 of Castlevania 3 being fucking hard. I have taken steps to mitigate its difficulty. You will see that shortly. But first, a real fucking crapshoot of an area. So we're just starting, we don't have that many hearts. And we've entered Gremlin Hell. Now, is getting a good rhythm of dealing with these hard? Not really. Problem is that they can randomly decide to drop fucking sub-weapons. And if they do that from the right side, they're getting in your fucking way. Oh, joy of joys. Almost through, though. Just a little more. Oh, leave that fucker alive. He can't jump over that. He can't jump over that little enclosure. Little shithead. You're trapped there forever. You can't jump over the enclosure. Fucker not. Oh no, he jumped over the enclosure. Shit. Make sure he's not gonna bonk me. Yeah, I assume you're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to get these with a sub weapon. Usually the axe, but lightning will do it just fine. You know, I traded 1 heart to get a big one, so that's plus 4 hearts. I'm gonna need hearts for the screen after this one. But first, do not, 40 minutes into your run, get insta-killed by these spikes. That would be bad. That'd be real bad. So instead of trying to go under, just go over. Whee! God, I'm so glad that the hitboxes there worked out. So this screen vexed me for a long time in casual play, but now, I kind of found a rhythm to it. So it's like a combination of the 2 vertical climbs from stage 5, the red one. So you've got these bone pillars doing shit and guarding bullshit while you've got randomly spawning gargoyles. So, yikes. Yikes or any. You know, take it slow, bonk these things, and shoot lightning, real lightning, at the bone pillars to get them out of the fucking way, instead of bungling forward and advancing. You know. Give him a shot too. That hit synced up with the music, isn't that fun? Alright, that's good! The first major hairy screen is out of our system. I hope you're not fiending for a wall meet, because there's only one, and it's near the back half of the level, so play well, dipshit! Play well! We are indeed playing quite well. That's be sad. Alright, this is a pretty self-explanatory transitionary room. Just be careful of the night fellas. And now, this level really likes stage 5, because it's like, what if stage 5 but harder? What if we combined the 2 vertical climbs there? And what if we did the falling floor auto-scroller one, but a little harder? You're on to something here, Bill! So once again, be patient, do your thing, wait to make sure that a fucking skeleton or fuzzball doesn't spawn. Okay, one didn't spawn there, that's not good. Oh, I should go up here and just move it. Oh no, I've been hit! Oh goodness, who could have foreseen that? You gotta be real, like, tricky with this one. You'll get hit if you just climb up, so you just sort of hang out for a second and wait for it to pass. It's getting a little tricky. We're almost there. Wait for it. Wait for it. No. Well, that was it was hairy looking, but not too bad screen. So this next transitionary screen has wall meat if you need it. I don't need it because apparently I've been playing with God's fingers today. But this room really is scary. You know, if you're Grinder Alucard, you can just skip it. We do not have that luxury. We have to play this shit. A zigzag room with the fucking waterway bullshit. And birds. And fishmen. Oh, joy. I have a strat. It's basically Sypha, throw lightning so those fucking Castlevania birds get out of my way. I think you'll agree it's a good strat. I don't think you'll agree that's a bad drop. Make sure we don't do this because this bird coming. Oh, we aggroed him off screen! Wow. And there's one more as the waterway switches, and bingo bango. Alright, now it's time for Trevor Belmont to take the top path. And as there are only 2 birds, I think, and we're on their level, I think Cross will work for it, and Cross will also should be helpful for this should be. Let's go back down. That wouldn't be bad. What? Ooh. Lucky the birdie swooped in the right direction. Okay, that was an unnecessary ouchie. Okay. Ooh. I think I actually properly despawned that bird. That's something. So the boss is the doppelganger. It mirrors you. 1cc mirror alert. Bloop, 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 bloop. I used to think it was really hard, but with Sypha, it's actually shockingly easy to deal with this. And on this attempt, it's even easier than I thought because of the way this stupid fucking thing moves. So it's another Sypha. It has the fire, so it's got a really long reach, but now usually it'll jump up here and try to hit me with the fire, and then I had to either get hit or jump back and hit it, but stayed down there so I could hit it with the lightning, and we're going for the cool bucks. Ah, fuck it. Okay, final stage. My heart isn't doing a jackhammer in my chest. No, what are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh, scary. The stage isn't that bad, but, you know, at this point, my nerves are through the roof! I'm taking an unnecessary hit of Sypha. Yeah, she takes 5 ticks of damage in the final level from things, I think. I haven't actually looked into the damage range differences between things in Sets and Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. But I think you get hit harder in Castlevania 3 than you do Sets. So this part isn't hard, but again, I am on fucking edge, so please excuse some of this funny gameplay. It's actually really weird because it's kind of like a reverse of my Castlevania 1 clear, where I played the stages perfectly, but it was the bosses that I kind of did bad at. Whereas here, I'm playing... Wait, hang on. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to fucking say. I'm trying to say I played the stages poorly, but the boss is immaculate in Castlevania 1. Whereas I played the stages immaculately, but the boss is poorly in Castlevania 3. That's what I'm trying to fucking say. You gotta be careful, because it's fucking really bad. Try to cock it off here. Ooh. Flaky floor. Not good. Anyway, this bone dragon is deviously placed, but the triple cross. Holy moly. Yee-hoo! Alright, Sypha, do your thing. Zappo. Alright, you didn't get Bone Whip Boy, but that's okay. We should give you that. We're going back to Trevor Belmont. There's wall meat down here. There's the last wall meat of the game. You better use it. You're gonna need it, because scary shit's about to happen. We're gonna fight Count Dracula. And we got a vertical dipshit, so we know how to deal with that. This is a little close. But we're okay. Okay. Oh boy. I'm fine now, but I'm just trying to relay my mental state where I'm like, ooh, this is the first I've ever gotten, man. I won't make much more milestones than this if this run fails. Also, I would like to thank every deity that there's no fucking bats in this part. For Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, they added fucking bats in this part because they needed it to be harder. Because fuck Blockbuster Video, I guess. You bastards. You already made a replayable game, you dipshits. Alright, here we are. The Promontory. Count Dracula. Ooh. 3 phases of debauchery and danger are awaiting. Right, so for this first one, just crosses his dumb face. We got a little closer. I'm a little box stand, gonna take a hit, but that's okay. That thing only does 2 damage to Trevor Belmont? That's wild. Alright, second phase. We're gonna use Sypha. Here's our last Sypha use of the run, gang, to melt the faces off this motherfucker. I shot that way too early, but it's okay, because I got a bunch of hits. That's the power of Sypha, baby. One more, and that's all she wrote for her. Boo. Alright. Now here's where shit gets gnarly. Because my heart is pounding a mile a fucking minute, my anxiety is through the roof, I'm probably sweating profusely. Other signs of anxious danger. And all I have to do is hurl crosses at the stupid Pazuzu Tengu motherfucker's head without getting hit by lasers. Spoiler alert, I failed to not get hit by fucking lasers. This is unnecessary. This is silly. I'm pissing away the chance before my very fucking eyes. What am I doing? Hit him! Hit him! It's only a few more. Oh my god, you idiot! It's down to the fucking wire! And that, my friends, is the Japanese version of Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Akuma Densetsu defeated on the Sypha path with no deaths! Sit down! Cool, baby. What a game. What a rush. I need a drink of fucking water. I'm gonna lie down. I'm not just talking about me in the moment there. I'm talking about right now. Ooh. But here's her ending. She's a pretty blonde lady. And we embrace. Because, that's cool. Yeah, it would be nice if we could read this ending, but, I'm sure it says something along the lines of Trevor Belmont was no longer a pariah to the village of Wallachia. Sypha Belnades defeated the evil Count Dracula with his help, and they became a thing, and raised a whole generation of vampire hunters. And that's why Simon Belmont has a little Sypha Belnades in him. Woo! Yay! God, the Castlevania 3 rules! It rules, you know? I really like this game, you know? Not to be giving lukewarm takes. Oh, Castlevania 3 is really good, but Castlevania 3 is really good. That's the same. Even if I really still love Castlevania 2. That's my childhood classic. But this is a fun little video game. That's a very colorful logo now, I'm noticing. So here's our credits and all these fun little scenes. Sypha Belnades. Yeah. That's just what happens when you Romanize catechans sometimes. Like this. Grant Danusty! You don't even see Alucard here. It's just a puff of smoke. What is that? If you didn't take the Alucard path, you'd be like, what the fuck is that? Adrian Eptapish. There's those owls again, baby. Yeah. Dracula 3. Dracula's untimely return. That was a tricky part. And no death was Ralph Belmont! Yay! No death! We did it! No death! Not a single death occurred. Isn't that cool? Well, you're welcome, Konami. You're very welcome. And you're thanked very much for watching our little playthrough of Akuma Densetsu without fucking dying. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. I ain't doing the second loop. Fuck that! Alright. See you next time for whatever the hell is going to be happening. And other remains to be said as we depart. And before the next one, maybe it'll be a fighting game. Maybe it'll be Castlevania 2 and a 2-hour fucking epic. Who knows? But other remains to be said is that I thank you very much for watching. And I hope you enjoy whatever it is you watch.